First thing we'll review is the HTTP protocol. HTTP stands for the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It was defined in RFC 2068, and as you can see, it's really been around for a pretty long time, stable at HTTP version 1.1. I give you a link for the actual RFC document if you're interested. I have used it for specific cases where I wanted to see how browsers and other devices were supposed to handle things like caching and such. I wouldn't recommend it for general reading for entertainment, but if you need specific information about the protocol, it can be helpful to look at that document. It is a request and response paradigm, so we'll see that the browser will make a request to the server and there'll be a single response coming back. It's also each request and each response is made of a header area and a body area. So let's look at a typical HTTP request. This was a GET for the Pluralsight homepage. We can see that my browser was asking for HTTP version 1.1. A couple other interesting things. The accept language indicates that I want English US. So that's an indicator for bilingual sites, etc. If they want to tailor their output based on language, that's what they would look at. You see right below it the user agent identifying that I was using i9. You'll also see an accept encoding. This is how a browser notifies a web server that it can handle compressed responses. And we'll talk about that a little later when we talk about performance. So that's the request that goes to the server. This is what a typical response looks like. The server does indicate that it was using HTTP 1.1. The 200 is the status code that identifies that everything was okay. You'll see the content type coming back specifies that the response is going to be HTML. And then you'll see at the bottom, so the top section was the header, the bottom is the body. In this case, this would continue on with the rest of the HTML document.